Hey guys, we are moving on to the seventh experiment of Internet Routing Protocols lab. So this experiment is about two different types of authentication protocols, which is PAP and CHAP. So as you can see here, PAP stands for Password Authentication Protocol, and CHAP stands for Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol. So you can read on and see how uh, the different what are the different types of features in PAP and CHAP from this table. But in simple words, PAP uses a two-way handshake mechanism, and CHAP uses a three-way handshake mechanism. So if you scroll down here, yeah, you can see here. So in PAP, we see a two-way handshake system. So you asked for a username. So we from there are two different routers here. So from R1 to R3, we send a message which includes a username and password, like any simple uh, uh, user request in a modern network. So if the username and password is correct according to the particular database or any other values, it returns the value as it returns a message of accept or reject to R1 as a response for its user request. In case of CHAP, we have a three-way handshake mechanism. So first, it R3, the username and password and the accept and request, reject response is similar to PAP, but difference is and another event or a message is seen here, which is given as challenge. So uh, uh, the the simple feature of a three-way handshake mechanism makes CHAP more preferable in cases where security measures are more needed. So these are the differences between PAP and CHAP, and for more details, you can see here. There's also a difference written here, which mentions PAP is not a strong authentication protocol. The simple reason is um, it doesn't include number of more number of a feature called a challenge message in chat. Basically, if you have a set of username and password, it can be uh, it can face more number of security issues. But in cases where you have a separate feature of challenge, like in the case of CHAP, it makes it more secure. So uh, that's the main difference between PAP and CHAP. So uh, for seeing the differences or the features in a simple network, we have this topology here, so which has a web server and two different devices, a laptop and a PC. So we are going to see here, we are going to use this given set of details, and we are going to use these commands to configure each of the router in the network. So I've already done the first part, which is taking every interface and given the command encapsulation PPP. This command does is it brings in a particular protocol which you may already have heard, which is named as point-to-point protocol, which is very important in both of these protocols. So we do that for each of the routers in this network, which we are gonna do. So I'll skip that part since it's easier. Let's do this part, because that's what PAP and CHAP is mainly about. So let's take a router. So this is the topology that mentioned. So I'm going to take a router one. So I already have started typing. So we have to start with enable the router, then configuration, and then I've typed the first line, which is username R3 and secret class. So after that, you take the interface. So here the interface is serial 2/0. So interface serial 2/0. So if you see here, this is the connected one. So uh, we take the interface. So we have taken that interface for configuration, and after that what we have to do is we have to type in this particular command, which uses PAP and a point-to-point protocol. So point-to-point protocol, then authentication impact. So that is done, and this is the next one, which uh, gives in the username R1 and password is as Cisco. So point-to-point protocol, PAP, send username R1, password as Cisco. So yeah, so that's done. So similarly, we can do it for each of the routers. So I've shown you how these commands work. So similarly, you can do it for other routers too. So this is how it works. So we can keep up in there. After that, what we are required to show here is testing testing the connectivity between computers and uh, the web server. So during the time test converge. So here we can use the command called show debug. So as you can see here, we take the router, type in show debug. Oh yeah, so this it is still in the interface configuration mode. So I think let's it will work. Yeah, so we exited it. Okay, so we can type show debug. So after that we can see uh, the ping. So yeah, I tried it in an earlier mode. So uh, we also have to give some time for uh, STP and EIGRP to converge. So uh, what we are required from us here is that from PC to laptop we have to ping the server and the laptop also. So we have pinned the server. I'll show it to you again. So I'll take a packet data. So it shows the ping as successful, and then similarly from PC to laptop. So as you can see here, it shows both pins are successful. So I hope the commands which I shown you here helps and you understood the main differences between PAP and CHAP. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this helps.